True words have never been said, Sakura. Welcome everybody to the stream. I am Bogus Meat Factory. Hi folks. How are you doing today? I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing fan-freaking-tastic. We had a great stream last night. Played some Fable. Had a great time. Playing some Dreams tonight. I'm so stoked. Oh my goodness. I'm ready to learn. We're probably going to be doing some tutorials tonight. And then end our night doing a lot of gameplay and see what people have made. I'm just chilling. It's the weekend of Dreams. I'm in my pajamas. Today at Ups and Downs. I'm sorry to hear, Sakura. Well, hopefully the ups outweighed the downs. Fingers crossed. It was busy for me. It was so busy. I made it to the wire on getting this podcast done. Lip! How's it going, Lip? I had got my podcast edited for tomorrow. It's going to be great. You should watch it, or listen to it, I guess. It's about Zork and interactive fiction and Infocom. It's the Zork trilogy. Dwarven Dad! How's it going? Because I could not get Bard's Tale done in time, sadly. So that will be the next episode. Fingers crossed we'll get it done. We got a whole bunch. It's a busy week. I've been waiting on a new podcast drop. It's tomorrow. Get ready, Dwarven Dad. It's a pretty hefty one. We talk about the Zork trilogy. It's fantastic. All right. I hope you're doing well, by the way, Dwarven Dad. It's good to see you as always. Let's just get right into this, man. I want to play some games. I don't know about you guys, but oops, that's the wrong one. There we are. All right. Let's see. Get the audio up. So we're gonna do some tutorializing. You're making the rounds. I like it. I'm parking it here though. It's good to see you, Dwarven Dad. Well, I mean, let's start something crazy for Dwarven Dad then. Let's give him a show. Let's do a little dream surfing first. Let's warm ourselves up, right? Let's get this going here. Let me turn this off for myself. All right. Let's see. Let's play. Oh man, there's so much. There's Pogo. Oh god, just Pogo was a nightmare. Lock, I hear, is the game for me. Like, we have to dedicate a stream to playing Lock. It is a full-fledged first-person adventure game that is supposedly absolutely phenomenal. Good was not more. I'm so sorry, Sakura. Well, those things happen, right? We always have these ups and downs, and we can have a bad day. It's okay to have one. And we love you here, and we hope that you are gonna recover and bounce back good. I mean, let's. Oh God, do I want to play Pig Detective: Death on Detox Island? I kind of want to. I don't know. Gothic Scythe. Art therapy. Let's do some art therapy. Why not? Let's do art therapy. Let's play this. Ooh, Kelby Jones. All right. Let me know how the volume is on everything. Loud on my end. Turn down just a tad.
To artist, we regret to inform you, yet again, that we will not be displaying your art in our museum. We also respectfully request, yet again, that you stop inquiring. Your art is simply not a good fit for us, and we are not comfortable with the hostile tone your communications have taken. Enclosed are the phone numbers of a qualified ophthalmologist and a well-reputed anger management counselor. We suggest you use them. Sincerely, Museum Director.
Interesting, Dwarven Dad. I plan on making something. We're gonna make a Lucky Hit game, I think, for like a Shenmue 2 inspired Lucky Hit game. Oh no, Sakura. Holy crap. Is there anything they're gonna do about that? I hope so. Let's get some art therapy in at least. Let's smash some things. In your honor. Let's get some mindless destruction. I think that might be a good idea. Good. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Sakura. That is terrible. Smash as much stuff as you can in 3 minutes. We're gonna smash some stuff for you. Let's get this stupid art and destroy it. Okay, so use square to equip and unequip your bat of smashing. R1 or R2 to smash. Let's smash some things. Watch out for cars and tourists. Okay. 3 minutes to smash as much stuff as you can. Equip your bat. Oh, as soon as we equip our bat, we don't have it equipped yet.
Ist noch Kunst? Wahrscheinlich ist es das.
What was that, lady?
Das hier ist natürlich großartig.
What are they saying in German? Anybody speak German? Look at this. This art is garbage compared to mine. Look at this, though. That's beautiful. That's a screenshot right there. A few words. Yes. Give them a few. More than a few. Make Killed Cry by Pixel Tuner 98. Pixel Gorilla, some squares. Now is the time. You ready? Break its stuff. Oh, I like that. That jump, yes. Hello. Some crazy guy was smashing art. I don't know. Ah. Yes. Destroy everything.
Hey, quit it, man. It's totally.
Easy, pass auf! Was denn jetzt? Pass auf!
Hand over the bat at once, and I will escort you to the security office.
They've lost me. They don't have a thing on me. Racked up $57,000. 61 million. Sorry, million in damages. Whoa, who could have done this? What maniac? You better, tell him go that way.
Wenn ich ehrlich sein soll, kann ich Kunst.
Oh, it's all come down. Ha 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 ha. Oh dear my, oh dear. Oh my gosh. Pixel Crash, how's it going? How's it going, man? How's it going, Crash? I like the Grieg in the background. Down? We got 88 million in damages. And we got busted. Not bad. Okay. So there we go. We gotta start. Let's give it a thumbs up. That was great. Oh, continue. Yeah, we're done. Alright, now let's get to some work. Let's get some work. We warmed ourselves up for some play. But let's get some work going. It's going. Doing some laundry and cable management. Ah, it never ends. Alright, so we go this. The Dreams Workshop. Yeah, so we're doing the tutorials. Right? So I don't think we did any of this. Yeah, we did not do any of this. I'm gonna guess we technically did. Right? Start Dreaming Part 1 of 4. Let's just oh, it's restart. Okay. Continue the tutorial.
I hope you've got your imp under control. I've got some spectacular tricks to show you.
This was the
And
stuff
some
that I
are
did when I
just
first started.
All right. In this tutorial, you'll master the basic controls you learned in the home space.
Okay.
But this time, you'll have the full freedom of edit mode.
The full freedom of edit mode.
Use the video player to play through the tutorial steps.
Okay.
Follow the steps carefully. It's not just about getting to the end, it's the journey that counts.
The journey that counts. Alright, it's moving.
So here we are. This is where the magic happens. Edit mode. The row of buttons you can see is the assembly menu. That's where you'll find all the tools and modes you need to construct your scenes.
Let's learn how to build.
It can be opened and closed by pressing the square button.
I need to like
You
write
won't
this
need
down.
it just yet, so go ahead and close it with square.
Okay, closed.
Somewhere in this scene I've hidden a puppet, which we'll need in later tutorials. I've left some clues to help you find it. Use the camera controls you learned in the home space to investigate the island. Here's a quick reminder. Move around the island using the left stick. Push it left and right to move sideways, and up and down to move forwards and backwards.
Ooh.
Use the right stick to look around the scene. To move up and down in the scene, just hold L1, then push the left stick up and down.
Yeah.
Use the left and right sticks to look around the island.
I did.
If you go flying off in the wrong direction and lose your bearings, don't worry. Just hover over the mode icon in the corner of the screen.
Okay.
In assembly mode, the icon is a puzzle piece. Here you'll find a camera bookmark that'll
Okay.
take you back to where you started in the scene.
That's helpful. Now what are we doing?
Select it with X and you'll be back in familiar territory.
Okay. If I get lost.
Can you find anything here that looks like a clue?
Yeah, the rocket ship. Let's
Once
go.
you've found the clue, you're ready to move on to the next step.
I found the clue.
Press the arrow button on the video to continue. Did you find that clue?
No, I didn't.
It was on the back of one of those shapes.
Well, one.
Looks a bit like a rocket.
Does it?
I do love a cryptic message.
Looks like a
Why don't
three
you look
triangles and
around
a
for any
cone.
rocket-related goings
or
on?
a cylinder.
Ah, look over there. On that island in the distance. Those shapes look a lot like the ones in the clue.
Ooh.
Go on, fly over there and check it out. That island is quite far away though. A good opportunity to practice using the grab cam.
Let's use the grab cam.
Do you remember how to do that?
No.
To use the grab cam, just hover your imp over an object you want to go to, then hold R1. Your imp will grab onto the object.
Uh-huh.
Now push up on the left stick
Ah.
to zoom forward.
Okay.
The further you push the left stick, the faster you'll move.
Cool. I feel like we're in an episode of Dora the
Once you reach
Explorer.
the island,
Watch out for Swiper.
Release R1 to stop using the grab cam. Make sure you're looking right at the cylinder and the cone.
I've apparently put this
The
together
grab
already.
cam is a powerful tool for navigating scenes. In fact, it's so powerful, you could easily get lost in the scene if you accidentally grabbed the wrong object or zoomed out too far.
No, that's a big zoom.
But you can get back to where you started by using the camera bookmark.
Yeah.
Just hover over the mode icon, then select the camera bookmark with X.
Okay, so I can set a camera bookmark as
If
well,
you
which
need
will be
to
so
rewatch
helpful
any of the tutorial
when doing your
steps,
stuff. That's great.
You can. Use the skip buttons on the video player to move between tutorial steps.
Okay.
There's also a button to rewind 10 seconds if you miss something.
Okay. Next step.
Think back to the first clue. The cone was on top of the cylinder, right?
Correct.
In edit mode, you interact with everything using your imp, the very tip of your imp's pointy part. See how there's an icon in a circle there? That shows you what tool the imp is using. Right now, it's the arrows icon, which means the imp is using the move tool. That's the default tool in edit mode.
'Kay.
Because editing a scene means moving things around a lot.
A lot. Right.
Let's see the imp in action. First, grab the cone. Hover over it with your imp and hold R2. Now your imp has the cone. Use the controller's
This is so
motion
chill.
sensor
I'm wearing
function
pajamas
to
right
move
now.
it around.
We were like chilling.
Try to put it on top of the cylinder, just like in the clue.
I did.
Use the left stick to move the cone backwards and forwards.
Use the right
Objects
stick
and
to use it
scenes
up and
can
down.
intersect and overlap, so it doesn't have to be perfect.
It needs to be perfect.
Get it roughly into place, and I'll show you how to refine it later.
Needs to be perfect.
If the video player gets in your way, grab and move it with your imp using R2.
Oh, that's cool.
You can even minimize the video and play along with audio only.
Ooh, I might
or
do that.
maximize it to watch in Instructions View. In Instructions View, you also get a step-by-step guide for the video.
Yeah.
When you've got the cone in place, you're ready for the next step.
Cool, let's do it.
Now, that looks pretty good, at least from this angle. Creating scenes in three-dimensional space means that you should always look at your creations from different angles.
Yeah, man, it's a little crooked.
The easiest way to do that is with the grab cam.
Yeah.
Instead of moving the objects you grab cam moves your point of view around them. Try it out on the cone.
How do I grab cam again?
Hover over it, then
R1.
press and hold R1.
Oh crap, I totally messed that up.
Pushing the left and right sticks moves your point of view around the cone. Easy. Now that you can get a proper look at it,
That's
check that
better.
the cone is on straight.
It's
Unlike
better.
mine. Let go of R1 to stop using the grab cam.
Close enough.
And use R2 to make any adjustments you need. Here's a little secret called nudge. If you don't press R2 all the way down, but just hold it lightly, you can move the cone slowly, giving you finer control.
Oh, okay. Just do a tiny tap.
If you need a reminder of the controls at any time, select the mode icon in the corner
I
of
feel
the
ya.
screen.
Thank you.
This menu shows you the mode you're in, the tool you're using, and a list of controls. Select the button again to hide the controls.
I may have rotated this thing on accident. There we go.
Once you're happy the cone is straight, you can move on to the next step.
Okay, it's on straight. Ish.
Hey, look at that. Another clue. It's a molecule. I know because I put it there. Just play along with me. Why don't
Okay.
you look around with the right stick and see if you can find another molecule?
Oh, let's grab. Use the grab cam.
There's one.
Right.
Over there by that island. You're hot on the trail.
There he is.
But before you go zooming over there with the grab cam, there's an even faster
Oh,
way to zip around
dang it.
scenes.
Tell me.
Hover your imp over that orange cube in the distance.
I don't see an orange cube. I think
Now
I took it with
hold
me.
L1 and then press R1, the grab cam button.
There
You
you go.
don't have to hold it or use the stick this time.
I may have done this already previously,
See?
I think.
Told you it was quicker. L1 is a very special button. You know the way that on a computer keyboard, holding down Shift changes what some keys do?
Okay.
Well, in Dreams, holding down L1 changes what the other buttons do.
Interesting.
For example, holding L1 while using the left stick makes you go up and down instead of forwards and backwards.
Yeah.
That's not all it can do though. You'll learn lots of L1 shortcuts as you play through the tutorials.
Okay.
Now that you know how to move around quickly,
Yeah.
see if you can find the next clue somewhere on this island.
I mean, it's the arrow's up.
Remember to use the grab cam to look around the whole island.
Yeah, I did this
Once you've found
already.
the clue,
Whoops.
you can move on.
But I don't remember this. I mean, this was back when the game had first come out.
Did you find the next clue?
A trash can.
It was on the back of the orange cube. What on earth could it mean? If I had eyes, I would wink at you right now.
It's to delete something.
I can't see any other green trash.
Y'all gotta
cans.
be involved. You gotta be like, delete something,
Yes.
delete something.
Of course. The trash can is the icon for the delete tool. I'm so devious.
So
That
devious.
must mean you need to delete the orange cube. Here's a reminder of how to delete things in edit mode.
I'm just getting comfortable with
Hover
moving
your
around
ink
now.
Over the cube. Then press the triangle button.
Okay, triangle is delete.
And it's gone. These tools are powerful. Delete the orange sphere next. If you change your mind or delete the wrong thing, you can press undo, which is the left directional button.
These controls are
And
very
if you
strange to
want
get used to.
redo, just press the right directional button. You can undo and redo pretty much anything, not just deletions. Oh look, there was a clue hidden in the cube.
Oh, all along.
An arrow. Perhaps there's another one like
What
it
could that
nearby.
mean?
Look around with the right
It might
stick
mean watch out
and
for
see if
falling
you can
rocks.
Spot it. Once you've found it, you can move on to the next.
I found it.
That was my final clue telling you where to go. The island right above us. I know you're an expert in moving around with the left and right stick now,
Yes.
but let's practice
Almost.
strafing
No.
up and down with
No.
the left stick.
Not at all.
Remember, holding L1 modifies what the buttons do, like
Yes.
shift on a computer keyboard. Normally, the left stick moves you backwards and forwards in the direction you're facing. But if you hold L1 at the same time, the left stick will make you move up and down instead. Try getting up to the last island using this technique.
So R1 is the grab cam. R2
Position
is actually
yourself so
grabbing
you're looking
things.
at the orange arrow,
If you
which
do
is pointing
L1 and R1,
Now hold
Hold on.
L1 and push up on the left stick.
hold on.
We have liftoff.
Yeah. L1 and R1 is
Keep pushing the left
Zoom
stick
to.
until you reach
like
the
a quick
island.
teleport to, which isn't great. And there's our little cone avatar that we
When
need.
you're ready, move on to the next step.
Okay. Next step. Last one for this tutorial.
Right. Here's the puppet I reserved for you.
A puppet.
Let's call her Connie, because she looks like a cone.
Mmm.
We need to help Connie walk through the door to complete this tutorial.
It's R2? No.
To do that, we're going to have
Circle.
to switch over to play mode.
Oh, gotta go to play mode.
Remember, right now you're in edit mode. This is where you create and edit your scenes. In play mode, you can experience the scene just like a player would if they found it in the Dreamiverse.
That's not play mode.
You can't make any changes in play mode, but you can take control
That's like
of
sculpt
characters
mode and
try
style
out what
mode
you've
and
made.
paint mode and effects mode and
Switch
sound
over to
mode.
play mode now. Just
Alright.
press the options button on your
That doesn't.
controller.
Okay.
Hover over the controller icon with your ink, then press X to select it.
In we go.
To control a puppet in a scene, you first need
I did it. Because I wanted us to move the stairs and line them up and that sort of thing. Alright, so part 1 of 4 is completed. Alright, start dreaming. Yeah, so we hadn't completed any of that. We're going to restart. It says continue. We're going to restart so that we're along with it.
Now you've got the hang of moving things around in edit mode, it's time to master manipulating objects.
Okay.
Just as well, because Connie's friend Cuthbert fell asleep in the Dreamiverse and got stranded.
Oh, Cuthbert.
Yes, he's a cube with legs. Connie didn't choose her friends. I did.
Oh.
So, we need to
Hey,
fix
little
these
Cuthbert.
platforms if she's gonna reach the flag and get to Cuthbert.
Okay.
Before we start, you can switch to play mode to see how a player would experience this scene.
Okay.
You'll always need to test things out in play mode while dream shaping, so it's a good habit to get into.
Ah!
Press the options button, then select play mode with X. Its icon looks like
Okay.
a controller. Once you're in play mode, Take control of Connie with R2. Start by jumping over to the... Move that first platform closer.
Okay.
To do that, head back into edit mode. So, open the options menu and select the button with the pencil icon. Once you're in edit mode, move on to the next step.
Okay.
Move that first
Oops.
platform...
Hold on. Whoops, I messed that up. Let's restart this.
Now you've got the hang of moving things around in edit mode, it's time to master manipulating...
Okay.
We have to do something about these platforms if Connie's gonna reach the other side. First, let's get a good look at them. Move your view side on to Connie and the first pink platform. Don't forget, you can hold
It is
L1
super cute,
while
Lip.
using
It's
the
fantastic.
stick
If
to
you got a
strafe up and
PlayStation, I mean,
down.
it's $30. Got so many
See
good
the
things.
dotted outlines?
It's super cute.
That's where the platforms should be.
There's Connie.
So
Hi,
let's put them in
Connie.
place with the move
Hello,
tool.
Connie.
The imp has this equipped by default. To move things, hover the tip of your imp over them and press and hold R2. Move it where you want it and release R2.
It's super good.
Try it now with the first movable platform. Grab it with R2, slide it over so it
So we're
lines
gonna
up
have to
with the pink
rotate this
outlines,
one, and then we're gonna have to
release
expand
R2.
that one, I think, to get us to
You
Cuthbert.
can get a slower, more precise movement using nudge. To nudge an object, just
Softly.
hold R2 softly.
I like this.
The imp will go all stretchy, allowing you to move the object with more precision.
Yeah. Nudge.
Use the left stick to move the platform backwards, forwards, left and right. And if you need to try again, just undo your action by pressing the left directional button.
Okay.
When the platform is in the right spot,
Move on to the next stage.
now that the first platform's in position, let's test it out.
Okay. Play mode.
Open the options menu and select play mode with X.
Whee! Look at
Connie's on
Connie's
the
little
starting
eyes. It's so
platform,
cute.
Ready for another try. Take control of her with R2.
And the wobbly
see if you
arms.
can jump over
Woo!
the gap now.
Woo! Woo!
Hope she made it this time. If not, you can always go back and edit things again. In fact, let's try doing that now and see what happens.
Okay.
Select edit mode from the options menu. Look at that. Connie isn't in her starting place anymore.
Yeah.
That's because time passes when you're in play mode,
Rewind.
and the scene doesn't rewind automatically when you return to edit mode. Instead,
Interesting.
things will be frozen in the state you left them when you were playing.
Okay.
Always keep this in mind when switching modes. But you can easily rewind things. Just press L3 by clicking in the left stick on your controller.
Boom.
Now time's rewound back to the beginning. Doing this won't reset any changes you made in edit mode. See? Connie is back to her starting position, but the platform remains where you left it.
It's interesting. Okay.
Try to get into the habit of rewinding time after you play scenes. That way, you'll avoid any problems.
Okay.
There are times when it's useful to leave things as they are after playing, but when in doubt, rewind. Okay, if your platform's in the right place and you've had a successful test run with Connie, you can move on to the next step. Let's sort out the next platform now. It's the middle one that's lying on its side. Before you can
Okay.
match it up with the outline, you'll need to stand it upright. So you'll have to rotate it first.
Okay.
You can rotate objects in edit mode by grabbing them with L2. Give it a go now. Hover over the fallen platform, then press and hold L2. Now you can rotate it by tilting your controller. This is a great way of making smaller adjustments. You can also rotate it fully by using the left and right sticks while holding L2.
I see. So I wanted me
The
to use
motion
the.
sensor function is disabled when you do this,
I
so
see.
you don't have to worry about tilting your controller. If you want to reactivate the motion sensor function, just let go of the shape and grab it again with L2. Bear in mind that your imp's tip is at the center point of the rotation, so you can grab the platform at different
That's a tough one
points
for
and
me
see
to
how
have to
it affects
understand.
the rotation. All that rotating has made the platform a bit wonky. So let's undo all that with the left directional button and start again.
Start again. Okay.
Grab and hold L2 over the platform and try to rotate it into a vertical position.
Yeah.
Once you have it more or less upright, you can let go of L2. This time, grab the platform with R2 so you can move it into the matching blue outline.
It's kind of what I did already.
Remember, holding R2 more softly will let you move the platform with more precision. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you can try rotating it with the touchpad too.
What?
That's
Rotate with the
quite a lot of
touchpad.
buttons to remember, isn't it? Well,
Liam,
if you
yes.
forget what to press, just look at the prompt.
Sai says Bogus is now a game dev. God, this looks hard without a mouse and keyboard. It's not too bad, Sai. Liam, welcome to the stream, by the way. It's a pleasure to have you. And yeah, I do. Saturday nights on streams, 9 p.m. is just streams. We'll be doing tutorials and learning to make some games for ourselves, and then the end of the stream we'll play some more before we end the night. Would have rotated and translated so fast on a computer. I know. Well, thanks for the follow. Well, watch it, stranger. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it greatly. I bought streams during the beta, and I only did play stuff, but I was really interested in trying to make something myself. My first game goal is to make something simple. It's a lucky hit game. It's kind of like Plinko, if you've ever heard of that. It's from Shenmue 2. It's a style of game from Shenmue 2, which is a really awesome little mini game. It's essentially dropping a little ball down a board that has pegs on it, and there's various goals, win-lose goals in the bottom, and just getting into those. That's the plan. And thank you for following.
Now that you know how to rotate objects, here's a useful tip.
All right.
When you rotate something by hand, like this platform, it might end up a little wonky.
It's not too bad.
But there's a really simple way of fixing that.
Oh, yes.
Realign objects by grabbing them with L2 or R2 and then pressing triangle.
Okay.
This will snap whatever shape you're grabbing to the nearest right angle.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Make
fantastic.
sure you're grabbing an object before you press triangle, though.
Because
or
it'll
you
delete.
might end up deleting it.
Shenmue 2 is one of my all-time
If you
favorite
do
games.
delete something
And
by accident, remember, you
I always think that's a
undo
really
your
great
mistake
starter
by pressing the
of
left
trying to learn how to
directional
make something. So,
Once you're happy with the position and alignment of the middle platform,
I'm happy with the position and alignment.
now the only thing separating Connie from Cuthbert is the final platform. Oh, it looks a bit small compared to the others.
Okay.
I'm not sure Connie will be able to use it, no matter how much you rotate it. We're gonna have to make it bigger, or scale it up, as we dream shapers say.
Dream shape
Hover
us.
over the final platform now, and hold the up directional button to make it bigger. Remember how the imp was the center point of a rotation earlier? Well, here its position determines where the object scales from. Try hovering over the platform in different places, and see how that affects the scaling.
Yeah. It makes sense.
And if it gets too tall, you can just hold the down directional button to shrink it.
Interesting.
Get the final platform into its matching frame at the right height. Okay.
There we
when
go.
everything is where it should be, go into play mode and see if Connie can reach the flag.
Alright. Connie, time to reach the flag. Oops.
Once Connie reaches the flag, head into edit mode again and go to the next step.
Yep. Okay. Edit mode. Go to the next step. 2:30 a.m. for me, though. I'll try to catch the next stream. Have a good one. Oh, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. I keep everything backed up as well, so if you want to watch the VOD and stuff like that, by all means. I do have a Discord as well. If you want to give like feedback, if you see something and want to give some tips, I will gladly take tips. I'll gladly take tips.
The assembly menu disappears when you're busy working on a scene, to make sure it doesn't get in the way. So if you can't see it, just press square to open it.
Yeah.
Here you'll find all the assembly tools, modes, and gadgets. If you ever wonder what a button does, just hover over it for a few seconds to see more info.
Gadgets doesn't... Oh, there we go. All the technical bits and bobs you could ever need to construct dreams and elements. From lights and cameras to logic and sensors and everything in between. Interesting. They all have various input and output ports that you wire up to sculptures, characters, other gadgets, and so on to pass signals between them. Every gadget also has a tweak menu full of properties. You can adjust the wire up to other things. Press... Okay, that's interesting.
This menu is also where the search button.
Well, have a good night. Thank you so much for following, Liam. Rest well.
Select it now with X.
What am I doing? Search?
The search button takes you to the Dreamiverse, where you'll find all the things created by dreamers from around the world. But for this tutorial, I've made a collection of elements for you to use in this scene. Let's see if we can find a door in the Start Dreaming collection. Select it with X. Have a look around. What elements do we have here in the collection? Ah, there it is. A door. Select it with X now. You should know this isn't just any door. It's a very special one.
It's a special one.
It has some animation and logic built into it, so
Interesting.
it will magically open when Connie goes near it.
Okay.
Now that it's on your imp, you can scale it with the up and down directional buttons, or rotate it with L2.
That's cool.
Or the touchpad.
I'm glad that they kind of create already some pre-programmed tools that you can just use to make stuff from the get-go.
Use R2 or X to stamp it into place. Notice how your imp still has a door attached even after you've stamped it down? That's what happens with elements from the Dreamiverse. That way, you can place as many as you need in a scene. We only need one door in this scene though, so you can remove the door element from your imp by pressing circle. The circle button removes whatever tool, gadget or element your imp has equipped, replacing it with the move tool.
We're just gonna inch it over. I don't like that it hangs off the edge.
Okay, I think we're done here. Nice work completing the scene.
Close enough.
All that's left now is to switch to play mode and walk Connie straight through the door to end this tutorial.
What? Thank you for following BBR Artist. Is this game worth buying? 100%. We were playing a and last week when we played this, we played this like 3D Donkey Kong Country game that somebody made, and like holy crap, is it fantastic! It's like a fully fledged thing. So like if you're going from a player perspective, there's a lot. If you're looking at it from a designer perspective, there's some really interesting things. I mean, so far from what we've experienced, there's some cool stuff built in to just make you be able to make little games and platformers from the get-go. But there's some crazy stuff people have made. And thank you for the follow. How are you tonight? I hope you're doing well. It's $30, I think, right? It's very inexpensive overall. All right. Really? That's the next one. Coat, style, and effects. Oh, no, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Where are the other tutorials? Yeah, here we go. Start Dreaming Part 3 of 4. I've apparently done this, but I don't remember. That's good to hear. Are you interested in making games or playing games? That's the real question.
Cuthbert has managed to get himself stuck again. Luckily, I've set up this scene so that we can use the clone tool to rescue him.
Okay.
With this tool, you can make exact copies of anything in the scene. This makes it one of the most useful tools in a Dream Shaper's toolbox.
How do we clone?
You'll also get a chance to practice with all the other
L1
tools
and
that
R2.
you've learned so far. If we get Connie off this platform, maybe she'll help us out.
Oh,
Let's use the clone tool
holy
as one
crap.
small block.
That's a
Here's the
musket.
bridge.
$9.99 right now?
Remember how we used
100% buy it.
How the grab cam and the left
Even if you're
stick
just to play.
Well, it can also change how the grab button works. Hover over the floating block with your imp and hold L1. Now grab the block with R2. And remember that if you press it gently, you can move it more slowly. Now you have another block. That's because grabbing things while holding L1 creates a clone of that object.
That's cool. I
Once
like
you've
this.
created the clone, you can release L1, but don't let go of R2 until you're ready to place it in the scene. When you've found the right spot, release R2 to put it down.
Don't need them.
You can treat a cloned object just like you would any other element.
So
Move it with R2 and rotate it with L2.
So there is controls for PlayStation Move if you want to use those.
Scale it up and down.
And they do, if you have a VR headset, you can develop for VR as well and play VR stuff that people have made, which is really interesting.
Left directional button. You can even clone the cloned block. Let's do that next.
Okay.
Hover over it, hold L1, then press and hold R2.
Oops, that's
You
L2.
can use the clone tool to build a bridge between the first two platforms. Or you can create floating blocks for Connie to jump on. All that matters is that she can get to the next platform.
Okay.
So make sure you test your work in play mode.
So for PlayStation, you'll need PlayStation Plus, I think, to play other people's games and to like, maybe just to upload your own stuff. I don't know if you need it to play other people's games, but I do know, I think you need it to upload stuff. Alright, so next stage.
Getting Connie to that third platform looks easy enough. There's half a bridge between them, so we can just clone this block to finish it off. Okay,
Yeah.
hold L1 and grab the block with R2 to clone it. Let go of L1 to stop cloning, then place the clone by releasing R2 to complete the bridge. That doesn't look quite right. Might need to try something different here.
Rotate.
Why don't we rotate the clone? Hold L2 over it, then push the right stick sideways. Well, it's better, but now they don't match. We should probably undo everything with the left directional button and start again.
Okay.
This time, we'll make the arches match up by flipping the clone.
Okay.
Here's how you flip objects. First, hover over the arch and hold L1. Then gently grab the arch with R2 to create a clone.
Okay.
Remember, release L1 once you've made the clone. You have to release it or the next part won't work.
Okay.
Here comes the cool bit. While still holding the arch, click the L3 button on your controller to flip the arch horizontally. That's all there is to it.
L3. Sorry.
Now you try. Hold L1 and grab the arch with R2 to clone it.
I did.
Release L1 and flip the arch horizontally by clicking L3. And don't forget, you can realign the clone while you're holding it by pressing the triangle button.
There you go.
Now, let's see what happens if you click R3. Nice! The arch is flipped vertically instead.
Yeah.
We should probably line it up with the first arch now, and release R2 to place it down. Ah! We probably should have flipped it back first.
I
No
got you,
problem.
man. We
Just
fixed
grab
it.
it with R2 and flip it again with
R3. Yeah, we're learning the beginner stuff right now. So this is, I know, enthralling. But this is the beginner, like, instructions on how to build and how to
Connie
create
can
stuff
get
with this.
across the bridge to the third platform You're ready to move on.
She can absolutely get to the third platform.
But first return to edit mode and rewind time.
Let's make sure Connie can get there just in case. I know she can't. Come on, Connie. Oh, look at these platforms. They're a little janky. Connie made it. Okay, great. Connie's fine.
Okay, Connie, we've almost made it to the door. Ah, but she needs to go across and up now. Good thing you already know how to make clones because we're gonna need them.
Okay.
So hold L1 and grab the block with R2 to clone it. Now place that clone a little higher than the original. And you know what? There's a better way, so let's undo that with the left directional button.
Okay.
We're gonna try a new technique called repeat cloning.
Okay.
I bet you can already guess what it does. That's right, it lets you make lots of clones at once.
Nice, BBR artist.
Hover over the block again, hold L1 and press and hold R2. Release L1 once you've made the clone.
Clone is made.
And move the block up and along. Don't put it down yet though. This is where you become a cloning expert. Without letting go of the first clone,
add
press
clones.
the right directional button to create a second one. And, you guessed it, another press will create a third one.
Whoa.
In fact, you can just keep pressing right to create more and more clones in a sequence. And if you make too many, no problem. Just press the left directional button to remove any clones you don't want.
Interesting.
As you can see, all the clones are spaced evenly, and you can move the whole sequence by simply moving the clone
that's
that's
great.
on your imp. If you move the clone up, you can
Yeah,
create
what type
a
of games do you like, BBR artist? I mean, so this game has great art tools. Also, if you're big into music making, it has really robust music making. And what is even more awesome, this game is going to be hype. I can play other people's games and see how cool they are and amazing they'll be. Here's also the thing, BBR artists, they have this thing called remixing. So people who just are good at animations, people that are just good at music, people that are just good at modeling, they put their stuff up there and say, hey, you can use this and you can see how it was made and you can change it and alter it and you can use it for your own stuff as well. So you have a whole free marketplace of stuff that people have made that you can also pull from to make your own things.
Move on to the next step when you're ready.
Yeah, so let's move on to the next.
Let's get back to the staircase. It's looking pretty good, but I have one more thing to show you.
I like having the
before
jump
you move
staircase.
on. Let's get rid of all the clones we've made by pressing the left directional button a few times.
Okay.
You'll notice all the repeated clones are undone together. Now hover over the first block, hold L1, then grab it to create a new clone. Remember to release L1 once you've made the clone, otherwise the next bit won't work.
Okay.
This time, move the block where you want the last step of the staircase to be.
Oh.
Then, right in front of the door. Don't let go of R2 yet though. Instead, press the left directional button and look at that. You've created a sequence of clones between your imp and the original block. You can keep pressing left to create more steps or right to remove them.
That's cool.
Once you're happy with your staircase, let go of R2 to place it in the scene.
That's my staircase. What do you need to create your own fledged characters? Is there like a base? So there's a couple of bases. You don't need any other extra software. It's all done in this.
All the repeated clones. Rotating the clones, for example, will let you build ramps and spirals.
Whoa.
And if you scale the clone with the up button, you can create a sequence that increases in size. So try different approaches and see what you can come up with.
Interesting. Oh, that's. Oh, I need to take that back again. Let's take it a second back.
To place it in the scene. You can create incredible shapes with repeat cloning, so feel free to experiment.
Interesting.
How you position the first clone will affect all the repeated clones. Rotating the clones, for example, will let you build ramps and spirals.
Oh, I see. When
And if you scale the clone with the up button, you can create a sequence
while
that
you still
increases in
have it
size.
held, it's gone now, so I can't do that.
So try different approaches and
That's
see
really
what
cool.
you can come up with. If the path is clear for Connie, switch over to play mode to test the scene. Get Connie to the final platform
Oops.
and get her to
Hold
open
on. Let's restart.
the
Rewind.
door for Cuthbert. If you feel like you've mastered cloning and flipping, walk Connie through the door to complete the tutorial. Good work.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll show you here in just a second once I finish this tutorial. I'll show you what you can do. It's crazy robust. Because you do all of it. Sound design, music, dialogue, you know, all the environmental design and character design is all done in the game. The only thing that I have to say for folks who are interested in like going into this is that there is one limitation, is that you have this stuff called thermo, which is essentially how much resources you can pull from in one particular dream. But you can create zones, which would be like your levels and stuff like this that you can shift through. But the thing that a lot of people don't know is that you can't carry over, like, say you wanted to create something like an adventure game. Like, inventory doesn't carry over from one zone to the next. So you have to find a way to design it in a way that doesn't require that sort of thing, that it has to be kind of self-encapsulated for each zone. And so there's a lot of interesting ways that people have been able to design games to offer that and do that, which is really fun. I dig it. All right, so we finished that. So yeah, let me just show you. So like, when we go into our little play area, this is where we like start. And you go into your tools, and our tools, we have